So yeah, thank you again for joining us. Just could you start by explaining exactly how the grant finder works?
Absolutely. So any business owner can go on natwest.swoopfunding.com, and there they will land on the grant finder page. There are literally a few questions to answer. Some of them we pre-populate for you once you give us your business name, so that it literally within a minute you have given us the necessary information, and then we return the results to you, showing you exactly what grants your business is eligible for right now. So, grants that are live, that are open, and that are available to your business. You can then go in and read about each of the grants. What would be required of you as a business owner in terms of information, how much you can apply for in terms of a grant, and then you can click the link and apply for the grant. At which stage it then goes to the application element of the grant agency, and you just continue their process. And then they will have their advisors contact you if they require any further information. So it's as simple as that. I think the important point to mention is, the grant landscape in the UK is pretty difficult to navigate, and most business owners like myself are just so busy. We have so much going on in our business lives right now, that really, trying to search for and understand whether you should apply for a grant and is it worth it? Is it worth the time given all your other priorities? And for us, we wanted to simplify it and deliver it to you on a plate as quickly as possible, because one of our biggest priorities as business owners right now is how are we going to survive, recover from COVID and Brexit, and start rebuilding our businesses, particularly at a time when furloughs coming to an end, that deferral coming to an end. You've probably already gotten your bounce back loan or SIBLs, and you're trying to find other ways to bring cash into your business to get things going.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a way of providing a much more streamlined approach to supporting small businesses, I suppose. You went into it a little bit
Absolutely.
there already, but are there any other reasons why you think SMEs are struggling maybe to access funding that is available to them, but for some reason they're not getting it?
Yeah, I really think it comes down to, look, government announces grant schemes every year in the hundreds of millions. And, before COVID, YouGov had done a poll showing that over 70% of businesses had never even applied for a grant. And it simply comes down to they make it too difficult to work out where to go to find out, what grants are available, who actually distributes them, why would I get one as opposed to another business. It's just too opaque and time consuming. And so, fair enough, you've got other worries on your mind other than trying to figure out, is there a few £1,000s or whatever available. So, and on the flip side, it's not particularly government's fault. They're just reacting to interventions that they need to make. And so another grant agency is set up, a new partner is set up to deliver a grant. And so what you end up with is a fragmented landscape. And that's just on the grant side. As a business, you don't know whether you need a grant or a loan or equity investment into your business. You just know that you need cash, or to generate cash, or you need a facility to help your cash flow while you're waiting for others to pay you. We didn't all start businesses to be accountants or financial advisors. So people, when they launch these things, assume we are all these, financial whiz kids that can navigate this landscape. That's not the case. And so why do we make it so difficult? And the purpose of why I started Swoop was through tech and through a data driven approach. So just a few data points that we need, we can surface for you what's relevant to your business right now based on where you're at in your life cycle and what's going on in your environment in terms of trading environment. So for us, it's about business owners incredibly busy. How can we just surface this in an easy to digest way? And that's the purpose of Swoop.
Absolutely. And obviously, it's very clear from what you've said why it's so important for business owners to use something like Swoop and find out what's out there. But why else do you think it might be important to support the financial recovery of the UK's SMEs, for example? Just thinking slightly broader.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and SMEs is a term, as business owners, I don't think we recognize ourselves within that phrase, and I suppose it's just important to say SMEs, small and medium enterprises, is a phrase used by government essentially and the European Commission in terms of defining how they can deliver interventions. But for us, small and medium businesses are the engine of the economy. They represent 60% of employment. So, if we're talking about an economic recovery, what we're talking about there are small and medium businesses being able to recover. 99% of businesses are SMEs. So, this is the heart of everything we are all hoping for, which is an economic recovery. So, why then do we not serve small and medium businesses as the priority customer? And for years, small and medium businesses have been underserved and actually overcharged by a number of service providers because we're so busy. We're not there, like we don't have the time to endlessly go through every nuance and transaction. So, for me, it was around how can we serve these crucial customers in a way that makes their lives easier and financially empower them to make the right money decisions. And at the moment, this partnership that we have with NatWest was driven by customer demand. NatWest came to us and said, we're really getting a sentiment from our customers that they're looking for other ways to shore up cash in their businesses that doesn't involve taking out a loan. We've distributed bounce back loans. What else can we share with them? How can we help them? With other options that are out there. And so we were absolutely delighted when they came to us because we were seeing exactly the same trends and demands on with our customer base on our platform. And we just felt by partnering with somebody like NatWest, who have such a huge reach. And NatWest were fantastic because they said, we don't just want to offer this to our own customers. We want to put it publicly on our own website so that any business, whether they're a customer of ours or not, can avail of this tool. And so really just teaming up with the banking giant, the brand power that they have, because fundamentally it's about awareness. We're all busy trying to get from one week to the next with our businesses, and so how do we deliver that awareness? And thank you for being on your show, because it's programs like this that will help us drive that awareness and help businesses realize in a couple of minutes you can see, is it a fast no, as in I've checked, I'm a good business owner, I've checked, that's not available to me, or you see the options that are available to you and you can decide whether you want to go forward and get a grant. So yeah, delighted that we've had this opportunity with NatWest.
Yeah, absolutely. And just as we finish up, if a small business owner is listening to this and is thinking that does sound like something that I'd like to, take some time out of my day and just have a look, see what's out there, where can they go specifically for more information
Yeah,
on this platform?
absolutely, the exact link, which will land them to exactly the grant finder, is natwest.swoopfunding.com. And I would say to any business owner, how grants are created. Why are they created? There's five main areas. If you've been impacted by COVID or Brexit, if you're working on something innovative, if you're looking to reduce carbon emissions, go green. If you're looking to invest in your business, whether it's a new website or plant and equipment or hiring of people, hiring apprentices or training those apprentices, those are the key areas as to why grants exist. So, anyone who's listening, if one of those boxes were ticked mentally in your head, then I would absolutely suggest that you go and at least check out the tool and see, are there specific grants relevant to your business today.